Bonjour tout le monde, hello everyone, Stelling. Welcome to this new video that I will be making in English. In today's video I would like to talk about my experience growing up mixed, which is good actually right now, and give you the positive things that happened in my life and also the, let's say, less positive things in my life. But that's okay because it built me up and it made me the person that I am today, and that's maybe one of the reasons why I'm in front of you today talking about being mixed. I would also like to give my warmest thank you to the people who follow me on Instagram, because I received some positive feedbacks and also some stories that you shared with me, and that was really nice, and keep on doing that. I also wanted to give my warmest thank you to the Instagram page Shades of Indra, because by posting my photo you've enabled my community to grow and also reach out new people and also mixed people like me that gave me beautiful and positive feedback, so thank you so much for that. And I would also like to hear from you, because I would like to know your stories. I would like to know how you experienced growing up mixed too, maybe in another country or in Ethiopia or whatever. So the thing that I will do today is talk about my life, so I hope it will not be boring for you. And in another video I will be interviewing my brother and sister about their experience growing up mixed. So to tell you a bit more about our story and my story specifically, I was born in Belgium. My big brother was born in Ethiopia. I was born in Belgium. My small sister was born in Ethiopia, so I'm a bit like the black cat of the family, but no, I'm joking. So yeah, I was born in Belgium, and then when I was 3 months old, my parents and my brother and we moved to Africa because my dad has worked all his life in Africa. We followed him a bit around, and at the point where my brother had to start school, we moved to Ethiopia and my brother started school, and then 1 year later I started school. It was really nice. We were in the French-speaking lycée Gebre Mariam in Addis Ababa, and we were around kids from all backgrounds, and we didn't really care. I mean, we were just kids playing with whoever, laughing with whoever, also fighting with whoever, and so on. So after that, when I was 5, we moved to Belgium, so that was in 2001. And then we went back to school with my brother, now in a Belgian primary school. And that was actually the first time that I got conscious about my skin color. The thing is that the teacher in that primary school thought it was a good idea to say that my brother and I were coming from Africa. And I have no idea what people were expecting, but they just saw 2 kids coming into school, and then the first day was beginning quite well. I was super excited. I was, the kind of kid that runs around all the time, shouts all the time, super happy all the time. And then that day at the break time, when we were playing, I was trying to make new friends, trying to be cool, and then at some point they were just surrounding me and they were telling me things like, "Oh, what are you doing here?" That was in French, because I also spoke French, but French with a French accent, but I mean, who cares? But they cared, because I was the weird kid coming from Africa, speaking French weirdly, and they were saying things like, "Go back to your own country." And I was like, wait, but what is my country? This is Belgium, right? I was born here. And even if I was born in Ethiopia, I mean, what the hell is that? I mean, what is... Anyway, and that was coming from kids that were 6, 7 years old. So it meant that when I was 6 or 7, when I was 5, I was like, wait, Why is there a difference between you and me? Another day they were calling me like, oh, sale Éthiopienne, rentre dans ton pays, which means, oh, you dirty Ethiopian, go back to your own country. And then I was like really shocked, because in Ethiopia I never experienced that. I was playing with, let's say, Ethiopian people, French people, light skin, dark skin, whatever. No problem. I mean, I didn't even see, like the skin colors. And then that day I was like super confused, and I went back home and I told my mom, they told me, yeah, go back to your own country, you dirty whatever. And then my mom told me, Véronique, I was like, yeah. Did you brush your teeth this morning? Yes. Did you clean yourself this morning? Yes. So you're not dirty. So why would that affect you? That just means they're lying. Don't be affected by what people tell about you that are not true. You're not dirty. You're Ethiopian. But what people say, they just want to hurt you because that's their game. Don't play that game. Just be who you are and don't let those negative things affect you. And I was like, okay, mom, I'll do that. Next time someone told me go back to your own country, I just ignored, or at some point I was saying, this is also my country, and why would you say that? Because what's yours? I mean, is there a law saying... Next time I had a negative comment like that, I didn't want to ignore it, because I didn't want to let them be right. I just replied, well, you can't say that. You don't say that to people. I have all the rights to be here as much as you. So just let me be. I will let you be, because otherwise I will get into a fight, which is not a good thing. And that's it. Let's just live our lives separately. If you have a problem with me being here, I don't want to know. But if you want to be my friend, no problem. That was when I was 5, 6. And then I grew up. And at some point when you're in Belgium, you can choose whether you want to learn Dutch or English. Because Belgium has actually 3 national languages. So, Français, Netherlands and Dutch, which is German. And I chose Netherlands because at home mom and dad were already speaking English, so we already had the basics, good basics, just by hearing information. And then I learned Dutch until I was 18, which was really nice. And then I graduated from high school knowing French, English, Amharic and Nederlands. Ik spreek een beetje Nederlands. But it has been a few years since I used my Nederlands, so Dutch. So that part is a positive thing. Is a positive thing about growing up mixed, is that you get to learn several languages. So when I was growing up, I was taught in French. I learned Dutch because I'm in Belgium, so Dutch is Netherlands. I learned English at school, but I was already good in English because my mom and dad were talking in English with each other. And of course, I was speaking in Amharic with my mom all the time. So by the time I graduated high school, I already learned 4 languages. And that's really nice because it means that, no, it's not that it means, it's like when children grow up, they're sponges. They just take in all the languages around them, and then they just build up the links, and then they're able at 6 or 7 years old to understand English, Amharic and French. And for the people who know it, those are 3 completely different languages. You have French, which is more a Latin language, you have Amharic, which is an East African language, and you have English, which is more like a German side something language. Well, I'm not a linguist, so if I made a mistake, sorry. And it's really nice because afterwards it gave me a huge curiosity to learn new languages. What I love about Belgium, and also when I went to university, is that if you really want to learn new things, it's really accessible. So I learned the violin, I did classical dancing, I took graphic design classes, I learned in university, I also learned 1 year of German, Japanese, and now I'm learning Spanish because I will do an internship soon in Spain. And so this is the good side of being mixed. It's to embrace what you have around you and really take advantage of everything you have around you. The downside about growing up mixed but also far away from one of the other country is that your family is quite far. So most of my, I would say 98% of my family lives either in Ethiopia or in America. So, you grow up knowing that you have this huge family, but you don't really see them, but you keep in touch. So that's why I'm on Instagram, Messenger, Emo, Telegram, all the social media, you name it, I have it, because I want to keep in contact with my family. But that's okay. I turned it like into a really positive thing because when I was 17, I decided to go visit my closest family in America, so I did a tour in America, and then a few years ago I went to Ethiopia, and then again in Ethiopia, again in the US, so I got to travel a lot, and that's really, really cool. On the other hand, when you grow up in two cultures, it's really cool because you get to know, like as I said, like the European side mindset and also the Ethiopian mindset. You get to make some debate in your mind also about those two mindsets. And the identity crisis is real. I was first in Ethiopia, then I was in Belgium, and then I went back to Ethiopia, and then it was a bit of a, how do you say, a shorba, like a like a soup in my mind. Growing up in two cultures for me gives you an open-mindedness about other people's culture, because especially because my two cultures are European and also East African, and it's really interesting to see the differences you can have in different cultures, and it gives you also two ways of thinking. I mean, that's my feeling, and I really appreciate that. It also gave me curiosity to reach out and read about other cultures too. Another thing that is super cool also is that I can experience the Belgian side of celebrations, especially religious celebrations such as Christmas, of course, and also the Ethiopian ones, because even the calendar is not the same, so that's really cool. The diversity you also have in food is amazing, because the food you experience in Ethiopia has nothing to do with the food you have in Belgium. Well, Belgium and Europe, of course. And I really love that, because you have the, let's say, normal food from Europe and Belgium. Belgium, of course, is famous for its fries. Les frites belges, bien sûr. And you also have all the Ethiopian side with the injera. And I love that, I really love that. So thank you for watching this video, I hope you appreciated it, and tell me if you have other questions about the fact of growing up mixed, and if you want to share your stories, please leave them in the comment section. So next time I will be making a video with my brother and my sister to have their insights. And also, if you want to ask them questions, just leave everything in the comment section. So thank you again for watching this video. በጣም አመሰግናለሁ ይህንን ቪዲዮ ስላያችሁ። የሚቀጥለው ጊዜ ወንድሜና እህቴን ነው ኢንተርቪው ማድረገው ስለ ኢትዮጵያን እና ቤልጅን መሆን አንድ ላይ እና T'as beaucoup. Nou, wat aan, merci beaucoup d'avoir regardé cette vidéo. Si vous avez des questions sur le fait de grandir métisse dans un autre pays ou le fait d'être multiculturel, dites-le moi. Si vous avez des questions à poser aussi à mon frère ou à ma soeur, parce que dans la prochaine vidéo, je vais interviewer mon frère et ma soeur sur leur enfant, sur leur comment tu dis, sur leur upbringing, sur leur jeunesse, sur leur croissance, d'être mixte, donc belge et éthiopien. Donc si vous avez des questions aussi à leur poser, n'hésitez surtout pas à les mettre dans la section commentaires. Merci beaucoup d'avoir regardé cette vidéo et à la prochaine. See you next time. Melkam Meshit. Have a nice day. Have a nice night. Wherever you are. Thank you very much.